Alex in the Cube can tell us a little bit more.
Oh, and they were made on social media, Belle, and you can understand any tweet by Donald Trump gets a lot of reaction, doesn't it? All over the world. Well, this is a tweet in particular that got people talking. Donald Trump's tweet saying many NATO countries are delinquent in their payments. They're not making their current commitment, as he uses the word current there, it's a key word, of 2% GDP spending, saying, will they reimburse the US? So some key themes here. Countries are delinquent. They owe the US money, and there's a current commitment of 2%. Now, people have been fact-checking that online, including Peter Baker from the New York Times, who points out that Trump is wrong. He's confusing the future commitment of 2%. That's by 2024. 2% of defense spending, sorry, 2% of GDP on defense spending. That's a future-looking goal, not a current commitment. Therefore, nobody is delinquent, and nobody owes the US any money. Nobody skipped a payment and owes the US any money. It's also been broken down as well by other journalists, showing where the current levels of spending are. If we can have a little look at this. America, by far, it is true, leading the way with their spending on GDP, but they are not the only country currently above that. It's unfair to say they are the only ones paying for Europe's defence, as it were. And also, these countries, you can see, although they're currently below the line, we are seeing increases across the alliance in some states. Others, less so. That is a fair point to make. But advice has been given to President Donald Trump from Luke Kofi, who's from a think tank, saying here President Trump should continue to make the case for more defence spending in Europe. He should have knowledge of where the improvements should be made. So I think there's the idea that Donald Trump is misunderstanding a current commitment with a future commitment and in his demands for change in Europe. But he is not the only US president to have demanded that NATO members in Europe spend more on their defence. Obama did it, Bush did it, and Trump perhaps is doing it more forcefully, more publicly, and on social media. So what do you think? Is Donald Trump right? Is it about time Europe steps up, or is he getting all his facts and figures confused? Well, you can let us know your thoughts using #theCUBE.